How to play with Boinx!
1, 2, 3, 4. 50 centimeters in 9.26 seconds.
What are you two doing?
Oh, hi, Boinx.
Ham says he wants to be an astronaut, so I'm helping him get into shape.
I'm going to travel to space and discover new life forms.
Ham's been watching a lot of space documentaries lately.
Well, it's good to have a dream. Hey, you know what? I think this game is just for you. It's called Troika. On a faraway planet, researchers have found a very special kind of stone. One stone by itself is just a normal stone. But if you combine 3 of the stones together in certain ways, they turn into valuable gems or even rocket fuel. We are adventurers who have come to the planet to gather the stones. The problem is, we used up all of our rocket fuel when we came here. So we want to make as many gems as possible and make fuel so we can get back to Earth. You see, once all of the stones have been extracted, the planet will explode. As you can imagine, no rocket fuel would be a big problem. So, that's basically what the game is about. Got it? Now, let's talk about the details. First, there are lots of stone tiles. There is a number from 1 to 15 on the face of each tile. If you have 3 tiles with the same number, those tiles become rocket fuel. If you have 3 tiles with consecutive numbers, those tiles become a valuable gem. The last digit of the highest number of the 3 tiles is the value of the gem. For example, here we have a gem made from the tiles 7, 8, and 9. So the gem's point value is 9. A gem made from the tiles 9, 10, and 11 has a point value of 1, okay? There are 3 tiles for every number, except for the number 7, which is shown on 7 tiles. So in general, it's very hard to make fuel, but it's a little easier with the number 7. Start the game by mixing up all of the stone tiles face down. Then, turn 1 tile face up in the middle of the area. This is called the extraction area. Each player then takes 1 face down stone tile into their hand and keeps it hidden. Now the game begins. When it's your turn, you must first turn 1 of the stone tiles in the extraction area face up. Then you can either take 1 of the face-up tiles or 1 of the face-down tiles. If you take a face-up tile, move it face up to the area in front of you. This area is your container. If you take a face-down tile, it stays hidden in your hand. You can only have a maximum of 3 tiles in your hand, but in the container, there is no limit to the number of tiles. The game continues until all of the stone tiles in the extraction area have been turned face up, at which point the planet explodes and the game ends. If you haven't made any rocket fuel by then, you'll get blown up with the planet no matter how many gems you may have made. Uh-oh.
The stones turn into gems and fuel. Wowee!
I can't wait to start our space adventure.
Okay then, let's go to the gem planet. All right, I'll go first. First, I turn 1 tile face up. Now I decide whether to take a face up tile or a face down tile. Well, I don't need this number, so I'll take this.
Okay, I turn 1 tile face up, and I'll take it.
I'll take this.
So far, so good. Now, Before we take our second turns, there are two more important things to tell you. The first thing is that you can use your turn to return a stone tile to the extraction area if you want to. Return face-up tiles face up, and return hidden tiles face down, okay? At the end of the game, you lose points for any tiles that are not part of a set of 3. So it's a good idea to get rid of any tiles that you don't think you'll need. The second thing is saying Troika. If you think you don't need to take any more tiles to make gems in the game, you say Troika. If you say Troika, you don't take any more turns for the rest of the game. If you are the first to say Troika, you get 5 bonus points. But in order to say Troika, certain conditions must be met. You must have a set of fuel tiles already, and you must have at least 5 stone tiles in your container. Also, you cannot have any tiles that are not a part of a set of 3. For example, if you have lots of gems but no fuel like this, you can't say Troika. And if you have unused tiles like this, you also can't say Troika. Got it? Okay, let's keep on playing.
Yay! Troika!
Oh,
Did you really make it?
we can check to see if you really met all of the Troika conditions at the end of the game.
Oh, if I don't get all 3 14s, I won't have any fuel.
Yes!
Come on, come on. Oh,
Troika!
what?
One more thing. Normally, the game ends when all of the tiles in the extraction area are face up. But if all but one of the players have said Troika, then the game is over as well. So, that's the end of the game. Okay, it's time to count our points. But first, let's see who managed to make rocket fuel. Uh-oh, Porky wasn't able to make any fuel, so he can't get back to Earth.
No!
Ham and I both met the conditions to say Troika. Ham has 8 points. I have 9 points. That means I win by 1 point.
I can't believe it!
You have to watch what the other players are collecting and try not to collect the same sets. You can also make it difficult for other players by taking the tiles that they need. Of course, you also want to try to collect your own high-scoring gem sets.
That means I better get back to my astronaut training.
Yeah. That was fun. Why don't you try Troika too? Speaking of sets of 3, I feel like a BLT. See you. Bye.